includes my policy agenda as well. I see the efficient operation of state government and effective public policy to be one and the same. I believe that this approach is necessary because we have a lot of work to do over the next few years. Oregon's state motto is not, "She rests on her laurels." Our state is growing faster than at any point in Oregon's history. With growth comes a lot of really great things. More jobs, more people, and hopefully more opportunity for Oregonians across the state. Oregon is at a turning point. We've done a lot of really good things over the years, but our state is changing, and changing very quickly. With the aging of Oregon's baby boom generation and the impacts of recent federal tax changes and burgeoning federal deficits, one thing is very, very clear. We can no longer do things the way we have in the past. We must grow up as a state, and we need to decide together what kind of state we want to be over the next 20 years. Fortunately, our current strong economy gives us the best chance in a generation to address persistent structural challenges. We must accept this challenge now, while the economy is good. If we wait, we're only going to fall further behind when the economy eventually falters. This budget, then, is my vision for Oregon. And my vision for Oregon is a place where everyone has an opportunity to thrive. At one time, every Oregonian was certainly proud of our education system. It was a promise that if you chose to put down roots in Oregon, your children would receive a world-class education system and have the opportunity to achieve their dreams. But over the past 3 decades, Oregon has failed to deliver on that promise. We have not significantly increased spending per student since the early 1990s. While other states were able to invest in schools and take advantage of economic recoveries, we've really had to rely on state funds to backfill local property tax limitations. How our state provides for the needs of our children is a marker of who we are as a community. After years of underinvestment, it will take more than just additional funding to bring our schools back to a level Oregonians can be proud of. Our education system is in desperate need of repair, reform, and reinvestment. It's like an old house that hasn't been maintained. The longer we wait, the more it will cost us to fix it. We must reinvest in our education system by substantially increasing our funding in it. I will work with the legislature, the business community, and stakeholders to fund K-12 schools at a baseline of $9.1 billion, which includes $100 million in funding to stabilize PERS employer rates. This budget specifies exactly how that investment will be spent, how state government will operate as carefully as possible with taxpayer dollars, and how we will reduce the burden of PERS on our school districts. I believe that this historic investment is possible because we all agree that our children deserve better. Together, we've worked over the past years to build consensus on how to repair our schools. We agree that we must prepare an additional 10,000 kids for kindergarten. We agree that we must create a school improvement fund that provides for smaller class sizes in kindergarten through 3rd grade and a longer school year. And we agree that every single student in high school must have the opportunity to participate in career and technical education or other hands-on learning classes. To ensure that these efforts are carried out responsibly, we must also reform the governance that oversees our schools by increasing accountability and streamlining state agencies. I will allow the Chief Education Office to sunset next year, and will move those functions into the governor's office. As superintendent of our schools, this will streamline my oversight of our education system and ensure greater accountability across the board.